is our time.
Hi guys, so we have now introduced Polly and we have been getting to know her over the last few weeks, and we have been doing loads of in-hand stuff with her just to help us get to know her a little bit better. And today we're going to do some in-hand polls with her, so I thought we'd bring you with us to see what we get up to.
We started off by setting up the exercise, and for this exercise we needed 10 3-foot poles. It's important to try and use the same size poles, as this is what makes the setup come together, as having a mixture of sizes could leave you with random gaps throughout the setup, which you want to try and avoid. The first 4 poles created a diamond in the middle, and then we placed 2 poles at either end. This then gave us a guide as to where the final 4 poles will lie, which, as you can see, creates an extended diamond around the outside. A helpful note to make sure you are set up straight is to have a look at the points where the yellow and blue poles meet. You want the points where 2 poles meet to run down the middle in a straight line. So at first, this layout may look slightly complex, but once broken down into different parts, it's way more straightforward than what you might think. So we are going to show you all the different ways this exercise can be done so you can have a go. Obviously, a warm-up is really important, and just because you aren't riding or doing fast work doesn't mean it should be missed out. So we began by walking Polly around the arena in both directions, allowing her to stretch over her back. This allows her body to prepare for exercise, and although this is a really low intensity exercise, we still want her to be using her body correctly to gain all the benefits this exercise provides, and as well reduce the chances of strain or injury to her muscles or joints. Here she is just checking out the drone. We wanted to use the drone to be able to show you from loads of different angles what line we are taking, to make it really obvious for when you have a go at home. So the first line we took was this diagonal line across over the middle of each of the 4 poles, and this is quite a nice line to start with, as it's not asking her to step over anything angled, which we will get to shortly. So there are 4 different lines you can take with this, and it can of course be done in both directions, and by switching up the direction you are going will help to maintain your pony's focus and prevent them from getting bored or anticipating your next line. So here is one of the more tricky lines, and that is asking her to step over the corners where the 2 poles meet. And you want to make sure your pony is stepping over this part, so we're just showing you that part from a few different angles, and this can be done in both directions as well. Next is similar to the previous, but you are going long ways where you are stepping over the point of the diamond, and it's really helpful to use a pole on the end with a different coloured middle section, as this can really help you aim straight on the approach. Straightness is key with these corner lines, and your pony might try to wiggle around the sides. So another line you can do, which adds in some subtle bending, is by stepping over the outer poles into the channel, which is in the middle, and following it around before stepping out to the other end. Of course, this can be done on both sides of the exercise and in both directions, so there are 4 alternatives to do here. Finally, another useful exercise to do with these poles is to ask your pony to halt in the middle, and this is particularly good for ponies who might like to rush or try to take leadership, as it helps to teach them patience and as well respect for you as their handler. So just make sure to give them lots of praise here, as they will want to continue walking over the poles. Working our ponies over in-hand poles is a super tool which will ultimately help to improve their ridden performance and their bond with us, whilst reducing stress on their limbs and joints. So it's a really good exercise to do.
So we've just finished our pole work with Polly. She was such a good girl and it definitely got her brain and my brain thinking. Pole work is such a good activity to do. It really helps to get their brain thinking, their muscles moving, and it adds variation into their routine. And it's something that we've done quite a lot with Polly recently as we're getting to know her, and it's definitely helped us grow our bond. Good girl.